Shema, Yasha'Allah, Yahweh, Chalachayanawa, Yahweh, Achad. Shema, Yasha'Allah, Yahweh, Alahayanawa, Yahweh, Achad. Shema, Yasha'Allah, Yahweh, Alahayanawa, Yahweh, Achad. Hear, O Israel, Yahweh our power, Yahweh is one. Ari, back at you, another lesson. Giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Harakak Wadash, double honors to all the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, teaching us this truth, and a shout out to all the sincere out there, and that's the elect. So, today we're going to talk about faith, the importance of faith, and we know, but we're going to, in way of reminder, we're going to go over it, put some vibrations out there. There's a nice energy out here today. Nice, cool. It's a cool and deadly. There's a cool and deadly energy out here today. So, prayer and faith. And this kingdom's all about undermining men. You know, for those, you know, if you've got TV or you had a TV, even the adverts are demonic. The movies are demonic. Yes, you can get some things in there. Certain things that you brothers, we watch movies and we're into movies. Some of us are into the pictures and movie buffers or whatever the case may be. But there's always messages, demonic messages, and you may have to search hard to see anything edifying. There's a lot of symbolism in movies, but most of it, if you notice, is about undermining men. Women undermining men, little children undermining adults. Something, and it's not just started. This goes back all the way as far back as I can remember. You know, so. But at the same time, there is no numbers 23 and 23, right? They've been putting out their enchantments by way of symbolisms, vibrations, energies, and listen to the birds. Shalom to you too. Right? They're saying shalom. They're saying Khan, Khan, Khan. Right? And I'm here to draw energy from the forest, baby. And I'm drawing energy right now as I'm speaking. Drawing energy. Yesterday was sunny. Today's still sunny, but there's a nice vibration. There's a cool and deadly breeze in the air. Cool and deadly. So we're going to add to that by bringing out some positivity and sending out these vibrations, spiritual vibrations. And the birds are chiming in. They're saying, Khan, back to you. Glad to see Uno. Yeah, because they want to see us get down. When the tough get going, the going get tough. And Satan's moving. Right? He's moving with his agendas. He's moving. Right? But we got our eyes on him. He be watching us. Right? And the Most High's eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. He's watching them. So yeah, you want to talk about tag and bag, MOTB, you're going to be in the shackles. You're going to be shackled up in the cotton field, paying back your debt to society, ease, right? Tagged and bagged. That's so the plans that you have for your WW3, right, and your NWO is all going to be fold. Most are going to box out the spoon out your hand, and anything you plan, you are going to have to vomit it up again, right? According to the scriptures, according to Job chapters 20, right? You're going to be flushed down the toilet like doo-doo, like done. And according to Jeremiah 10, right? And the animals have got tags on you. That's why you're getting animals attacking you. Animals be attacking you. What the fuck? Keep it moving, man. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, man. These people know I know life, man. One thing I know is about these people. Sucker puffs. Energy vampires. Yeah, keep it moving. Right? Your life is their life. That's how they keep living. Drawing, sucking your blood. So, yeah, that's why they put these energy vampire movies, energy vampire cartoons, symbolism in cartoons as well, which we can extract all of that anyway. We yam the meat and we dash away the bones. Symbolism in cartoons, in adverts, right? That's why they put up curses against us. We put up curses against them. We counter-attacked, as I was talking about that. We counter-sue. They sue us, we counter-sue. And we're going to counter-sue their asses in the kingdom. Right? All the time they've been graping us, right? Which means to rob, to take. Right? We're going to counter-sue them. And they, whatsoever a man soweth, that he shall also reap. That he shall also reap. Who setteth a trap, he himself shall fall unto it. So let me get back on track about faith, the strength, the power of faith. Yahushua told his disciples, right, his elect and all those concerned, keep praying, right, persevere in prayer. And if you have the faith the size of a mustard grain, you will move mountains. I'm going to quote scriptures, certain scriptures, I may read them. But this is one of them videos where I'm on the move, putting these vibrations, these positive energies out there, and at the same time getting my blood circulating on, getting my forest bathing on, my eye salve on, killing multiple birds with one stone, and doing a video at the same time. So faith, if you have faith the size of a mustard grain, you will move mountains. When Yahushua showed and demonstrated to his disciples about the fig tree, Matthew 21 and 21, and he saw a fig tree that wasn't producing fruit, and he cursed it, and he said, no more will fruit be produced from you. Right? That you could say that that demonstrates lack of faith. Right? That's the results of not having faith. Right? You don't produce fruit like that fig tree. So he cursed the fig tree, and then he told his disciples, they marveled, and he said to them, if you have faith the size of a mustard grain, not only would you be able to do that, right, move mountains, or curse the fig tree not to produce fruit, he said everything you do, if you had faith the size of a mustard grain, not only will you do that, you'd also be able to move mountains. So whatever you put your mind to, you can do, being that it's the Lord's will. So that's the attitude that we have. That song comes to mind, Billy Ocean. When the tough get going, when the going get tough, the tough get going. And through the power and spirit of Yahweh Shemashah, through the Kazakh, the strength, and we ask for strength every day, and we ask with faith, and he gives us. That's also James. Right? There's many examples. We're going to probably get into it in a future video, in a sit down. The examples of Hezekiah, when he was sick. That's in 2 Kings around 20. He was sick, and Isaiah came to him and he said that to put up some prayer, right? To be persevering prayer, and he put his prayer to the Most High, and the Most High said, yeah, I'm going to heal you. And he gave him some challenges what to do. Put some figs on the boils, use it as a plaster cast. He used the figs as a plaster cast, and he was healed. And the Most High could have done, it could have been anything. It could have been anything the Most High asked him to do. And that was the test, and he did it. And he was healed. Not only was he healed, he was added an extra 15 years to his life. We went into Naaman as well, the example of Naaman, when he was told to bath in the river, Gulf River of Suez, dip in it 7 times. And he did dip in it. He jumped in it 7 times, and he was healed from his leprosy, which was a malignant boil. And people believe, and a physician, if you went to a physician today, a falsifier today, a doctor today, and you had that, they'd probably tell you got a certain such amount of time to live. But no, not with the Most High. Right? It's all of the will of the Most High. So we pray. That's why the scripture talks about in James, pray, not doubting at all. Pray with faith, not to be indecisive. So that's what we're talking about. We're talking about faith and prayer. Right? Prayer and faith, they both go hand in hand. Right? And 1 Thessalonians chapters chapters 5, I've been going into it recently, talks about praying incessantly, which means to be incessant, which means to be continuous, all around her, all around, just like you have something. I'm just saying this as an illustration. You may have CD or your music, you put it on loop, especially when you're going something and you just keep going over it and over it and over again. Hence why we do these videos, hence why we keep pushing prayer, especially for what's coming about. Right, it's going to pick up, the momentum going to pick up through the power and spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yeshua. He's going to edify or lift up a standard, Isaiah 59 and 19, to counteract, to countersue the wicked. Because the wicked do not know why they stumble. But as for the righteous, the light is getting brighter. So we're counteracting, countersuing. Have you heard the word countersue? When someone wants to sue you, what do? You countersue to discourage them, and then you end up winning. We're going to end up winning this battle, right? The going getting tough, yes, but we're counteracting it via the prayer, right? Persevering in that prayer. We also got examples as well, like Jacob comes to mind when he wrestled. Jacob, the name Jacob, Prince of the Power. He wrestled with the angel from day to night, from night to day, from night to morning, and he was blessed because of it, because of his perseverance, his persistence. And the angel says, what is your name? And he told him, and he said, now your name is Jacob, yeah, Yashua Allah, yeah, because you are a prince of the power. You wrestled with an angel and you persevered, which the angel allowed him to persevere, and he just touched on his thigh, the socket of his thigh, and it came out. Just let him know, you're my little brother. I'm the angel, to put him in his place. But yeah, he persevered because he wanted a blessing. So the angel allowed him to be blessed, being blessed, and that was a result of prayer. That was a result of wrestling, and a result of faith. Prayer and fighting and faith. Prayer, persisting in prayer, and faith. Them things, they all go hands in hands. The example, so I gave the example of being persistent, having faith. Yahushua, when he told his disciples, if you have faith the size of a mustard grain, you will move mountain. When he cursed the fig tree, and he said, if you have faith, not only would you curse the fig tree and it don't produce fruit, which represents a lack of faith, you would also move mountains. And they got the point. They marveled, but the disciples marveled at the act and the power, but they got the point. Right? Matthew 21 and 21. And I gave the example of Elias too. I didn't give the example of Elias. I gave the example of Hezekiah. And I gave the example of Jacob. But there's another example of Elias or Elijah, when he prayed and the rain stopped, the cloud stopped, in order for him to continue in the midst of a battle. So some examples there, Lord willing, in some sit downs, future videos, we're going to get into it, get into the words, and get into the moral of the story, which we got the moral of the story, but as far as getting into it a little bit more. But that's the moral of the story. It's faith, prayer go hand in hand. So Shalom, we're going to say Shalom to Wadi Yahweh Shai, Kala Yahweh Shai. Right, just going to go and do what I do. Stretch a little bit and breathe a little bit, and catch up on the forest bathing. Right, and get more acquainted with the friendly neighborhood trees, the birds and the bees. The Wada Yahweh Shai, Kala Yahweh Shai. Until the next one. I'm trying to turn off the camera, but the birds, they'll be chiming in. Until the next one.